All right, by popular demand, today we're going to look at an Airbnb upcoming IPO. When are they going to IPO? Should you invest in the IPO? And some more information about the company. So stay tuned. What's going on, you guys and girls? My name is Jose. Welcome back to RicoSuave Investing. If you want to learn about the stock market, investing in financial freedom, then you came to the right place. So make sure you click the like button, subscribe. Also, forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. So today we're going to look at the most anticipated, most awaited for, most exciting IPO of this year, when it's going to happen, how it's going to happen, what price is the company going to put up, how much is the company worth, is the company making any money and all that. Of course, I'm talking about Airbnb. So I'm super excited, so let's get right into it. But before we begin, I want to give a shout out to my patrons. These people right here are my superheroes. They get a shout out on all of my videos, access to my new Discord, free access to my marketing masterclass, stock market news, portfolio updates throughout the week, and more. You can also find their links to their channels in my description. I'm on YouTube a couple times a week, but I'm on Patron and Discord every single day. So if you don't want to miss anything, the link to my Patreon is going to be in the description. Only $1 per month. Now back to the video. All right, so first let me tell you what Airbnb is, okay? Airbnb is an online marketplace that connects people who want to rent out their homes with people who are looking for accommodations in that locale. It currently covers more than 81,000 cities and 191 countries worldwide. So this is pretty cool, guys. Instead of like getting in a hotel or something like that, you can, go onto Airbnb.com. You can find the location, the place you're going to for vacation or whatever. It might be just a weekend seminar or something like that. And you can hook up with these people that are actually renting a room on their home or something like that. And you can, get accommodations that way, have access to their laundry room and all the other amenities. Some of these rooms look very nice, very pretty. A lot of people take a lot of pride in their Airbnb. So that's kind of cool. I think it's a great business strategy. All right, some of the good things about Airbnb is that the travelers can actually book Airbnb for less than the cost of a hotel room. So, we know that a lot of hotels out there, it could be, $200-$300 a night. With an Airbnb, we're looking at 30, maybe 40 bucks a night. So very, very good, cost effective for customers. The main risk is that the property may not line up to its listing. So somebody could put something out there that looks better on screen, and then when you actually show up, you don't have, what they promise and stuff like that. Another main risk to the host is that the guest might do serious damage to the property. So that's another thing you got to take it into consideration when listing your property up on Airbnb. Of course, there's insurances and there's rating systems for all this to protect you, to protect both the host and the renter, of course. And another thing is, like, because of the global pandemic, we know that not a lot of people are traveling nowadays, right? So this actually affected the company's revenue for this year, absolutely. So just, some of the key takeaways, some of the things you need to know and learn about Airbnb. Now, of course, another advantage is that you now have a wide selection. So Airbnb hosts list many different kinds of properties: single rooms, suites, apartments, yachts, houseboats, entire homes, and so forth. So you have more choice and more options for you when you travel. So that's one of the big advantages of Airbnb. All right, so you might be wondering, how does Airbnb make money then? How does the company make money? Well, Airbnb makes money by charging a service fee or a percentage of the total to both the people who rent out their space, right, the host, and those who stay there, which are the guests. So that's how the company make money. In the first 9 months of 2019, the home sharing company posted a loss of $322 million. This is according to the Wall Street Journal. Now, in the same period a year earlier, they actually had a profit of $200 million. So the company did manage to post a profit in the third quarter of 2019, but it was lower than the Q3 of 2018. So this is a company that makes money, loses money, make money, loses money. Now, some of the reasons that the company might be losing money is that, the large expenses have eaten into the Airbnb's profitability bottom line, like safety, tech, marketing, acquisitions. The company is expanding, is growing, so it's not, profitable right now, which is one of the big reasons why the company might be going IPO. Now, Airbnb did make a lot of high-profile acquisitions recently, including the hotel booking site Hotel Tonight. I don't know if you guys know about it. They also bought Urban Door, a competitor of theirs, and so forth. So they actually acquiring other companies. They're actually growing and all that. So just a great company to keep an eye on. So let's talk about their IPO and when it's happening and how it's happening and if it's happening. All right, so I'm over here on my NASDAQ IPO calendar and I'm looking down over here, and in August, August 27, I see a few companies. I see Xpeng, that one is coming up. They actually filed on August 27, okay? Looking down, let's keep scrolling down and see if we can find Airbnb. All right, over here you can see the Palantir actually filed on August 25th. Now this is the paperwork, guys. We don't know when the actual company is gonna become public. So you can see Turtle is right here, August 24. And all that. I'm looking for Airbnb. I do not see an Airbnb on the actual IPO calendar, but do not be discouraged because according to CNBC, Airbnb files confidential IPO paperwork. So even though we can't see it on the calendar, hey, they might be trying to hide it from us. Right here it says that Airbnb submitted the draft registration to the SEC Commission for initial public offering. It says that the company did not disclose its financial information, nor did it specify how many shares will be offered. The filing comes after a rough year for Airbnb and the US travel industry, of course. So this was published on August 19, so just 10 days ago. Airbnb in May laid off 1,900 employees, or about 25% of the company. So that's very important to know. The company also slashed marketing costs and raised billions of dollars in debt. Airbnb was valued at $18 billion following its latest funding round in April. That was nearly half of what the company was worth back in 2017. So the company's lost half of its value, according to this article right here from 2017. So I guess back in 2017, the company was worth $36 billion. So, that's concerning. But with this upcoming IPO, the company might raise its value again as well. All right, so here is why Airbnb is going public in the middle of the pandemic. On Tuesday, Palantir Technologies, if you haven't seen my Palantir video yet, go check it out, filed for direct listing, joining a full rush to the markets that will include the platform Snowflake, software company Asana, and delivery behemoth DoorDash. So it seems to be the fall of IPOs. Just a few months ago, Airbnb's booking had fallen 90%, and it looked like it was on the verge of being wiped out. Between May and July, Binzer said that more than 1,151 party and noise complaints were filed against the short-term rental properties listed in the database. While an excess of parties may seem like a good problem to have, right? It could exacerbate Airbnb's ongoing tensions with local lawmakers, a real risk to the company. In response, Airbnb banned parties worldwide last week. So no more partying on your Airbnbs. Now, according to Jim Cramer, Airbnb's IPO could be the steal of the century. Let's check out the short video.
What can I say about the upcoming Airbnb IPO? I'll tell you what I say. I think it'll be a steal. Buy, buy, buy! I'm going to tell you why. My wife and I hate the cold. Hey, it wasn't always like that. Who doesn't want to go sledding down a hill with the kids or make a snowman on a snow day? Build a warm fire when it's sleeting outside? But that was then, when we were younger and the kids were still at home. At my age, winter in New York is bleak and the sun's too weak to entice us to stay, and that's pre-COVID. We don't want to huddle where it's freezing out, waiting for Shipt to deliver, because we worry about catching someone else's cold or COVID for that matter. So this weekend, my wife resolved to get a place in South Florida for a couple of months. I mean, I was perturbed. Why not just get away for a couple of weekends? She wouldn't hear it. She wants to leave. She wanted to go Airbnb. Now, we used to love visiting Miami Beach and staying in one of those really cool hotels in the ocean. Made us feel a little younger. But Lisa said, no way. First, they're expensive. Second, they're crowded. Third, you have to get in an elevator with other people. Fourth, you can't go in the pool anymore because there are no masks. And fifth, did I mention they're expensive? Instead, she showed me 5 great places on Airbnb. And spending a month at each of them cost the same as a week at one of those fancy Miami Beach luxury hotels. All had beautiful pools. All had nice kitchens, a necessity when you're afraid to eat at restaurants with their flimsy social distancing rules. And all were a bike ride away from anything we needed, including the beach. We looked at the places together. We have a friend who lives down there, a Jersey transplant, and we asked her to check out the properties. I'm confident we're going to rent one this week. Why do I tell you the story? Because if you thought Airbnb had been destroyed by the pandemic, I need you to think again. This turns out to be another one of those forever changed businesses that actually benefiting from COVID-19. Before the virus, staying in someone else's house seemed maybe a little more risky than staying in a hotel. Now the hotels seem outright dangerous. And even the most pampered rich people have figured out how to clean up after themselves. You can clean a house yourself. And yes, there can still be ventilation duct elements that could cause a problem. But you can't really clean a hotel room or a communal swimming pool. And who knows about their ventilation systems? You can't safely ride an elevator with other people. You can't. I did it last week. I had 2 masks on. Felt terrible. One of my absolute favorite places, Miami, has a fantastic bar off to the right that I love to hang out. We went there during Super Bowl weekend. Oh, not anymore. Thanks to COVID, Airbnb is now the safest way to travel, which is why this IPO might end up being the steal of the century. It pretty much has the market to itself. The once mighty hotel and restaurant industries and their unions no longer have the clout to keep Airbnb down. They're hanging on for dear life over there, in desperate need of a bailout. And now that 25% of hotels are in arrears, I'm betting it could get worse before it gets better, even though we saw some decent airline traffic numbers this weekend. Now, even before the pandemic, Airbnb was the clear-cut winner in the category, but it always had lots of competition from hotels that were willing to do virtually anything to derail this new competitor. Now the hotels are on the ropes. And people who need more cash suddenly want to monetize their homes, which are often much nicer than hotels, frankly, even as they lack most of the great accoutrements. But thanks to COVID, nobody wants those accoutrements anymore. The ease, the bars, the location, the restaurants, the possibility of being taken care of, the gyms. No, thank you. Plus, it's a recession. We still want to travel, but we also want a bargain, one that doesn't put us at risk of getting COVID-19. In short, we want Airbnb. Stick with Kramer.
All right, so that's Jim Cramer. Do you guys agree with him? Let me know in the comments below. All right, so when is the Airbnb IPO is going to happen? Well, also for today, we don't have a specific date. They did say last year that they announced they have plans to go public in 2020. Now, this is a company that has more than 7 million listings on their website, okay? They operate in more than 220 countries. They operate in more than 100,000 cities and offer more than 50,000 experiences. And they have served over 750 million Airbnb guests. So my guess is as good as yours. I cannot find them on the IPO calendar that NASDAQ provides to us, not even on the upcoming filing calendars. So we will continue to wait. Make sure you stay tuned. I will keep you informed about the date. So make sure you subscribe because I'm going to keep an eye on this merger, on this Airbnb possible IPO that's coming this year. And I will keep you guys informed as soon as I know something. Make sure you join our Discord. There's going to be a link in the description below. I got JMax Discord, myself, and the Helpful Entrepreneurs. We're on there every single day talking about SPACs, and we're talking about traditional IPOs. We're talking about everything stocks related. So make sure you join our Discord. The links are going to be in the description. All right, and that is a lot of information about the Airbnb upcoming IPO. Of course, we already know that they file confidentially with the SEC. We don't know at what valuation, but we're thinking about $18 billion or so. So for us to invest in it before it goes public, we will know what date that is 15 days prior of the public offering. So I'm excited. I'm waiting for it. You guys, if you know any more information about this IPO, please make sure you drop it in the comments below. As always, make sure you drop a like, subscribe to the channel. And if you like this video, make sure you watch another one of my videos right here. But more important than that, guys, make sure you take care of yourselves. And I'll see you soon.
I bring up the pain, RicoSuave is the main. I make the market rain like acid rain. An investing channel you ever know, ya. I think you'll go your house, your money, and leave you broke, son.